Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Wait, what? Special episode, Save the World with Love. What the hell? Is this like a...
If this is a filler episode, I vote we skip this shit.
If y'all want us to go back and watch it, we will. I mean, just let us know in the comments down below.
I just want to see Midoriya punch an orca. That's what we're here for.
That's actually the question that I have for the anime producers. What's the big idea? What's the big idea with that last episode? Anyway, sorry about that.
That's the kind of thing that is the reason I do not watch stuff as it comes out, episode by episode, week by week.
I
would
do
throw
know
something through my TV if I had just seen that episode, was super stoked for the next week, like to see that go down, and then that comes up, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" And I would throw something through the TV.
Well, it's just like the one Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop did that a little bit with Toys in the Attic, although it was a tribute. Although when you understand the context of the episode, you understand it's a tribute to Alien.
Yeah, I mean,
That was one of my least favorite episodes.
Yeah.
Honestly, with the
I fucking love that episode.
No, I love it too. I love it too as an adult, but when I first watched it when I was younger, it pissed me off because I was just like, "What the hell? What are they dead? Is that the end of the series?"
Yeah, I wasn't super into it until you told me that it was. Then I was like, oh, okay. I was like looking back, I was like, yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Even the first time I watched it at the end of the episode, I was just like, okay, like, but I didn't think they were dead. You know, I was like, all right, they all passed out. Like,
I thought they were all dead. I was just like, because all of a sudden, because that's what they led you to believe. Because Faye was just like, so if there's no cure.
Well, to be
what
fair,
does
too,
that
the
mean?
first time I watched the series all the way through, not on like Toonami and stuff, it was on a thing where I could see there were still episodes after that. So,
I watched it as it came out.
yeah.
I was just like, because first episode I ever saw was Stray Dog Strut, the second episode. I didn't get a chance to see the first episode, but I was on the series after that as it came out, and I did not know that there was a next episode after Toys in the Attic.
First one I believe I saw was Ganymede.
The Ganymede Elegy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ganymede Elegy. So.
Yeah, that one's.
And then, like,
that was
after
really
that,
good.
like, I didn't catch it for a while, and I think the next one that was on was, like, Heavy Metal Queen. And I was
Oh,
just like,
you were all in on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. We are now continuing with the main story. What's the big idea?
If you want to see us react to Cowboy Bebop, since a lot of times people are like, hey, you guys should react to that. We already have.
We already have. It's a
And you should
playlist
search it up
actually
and
on our
watch it.
channel. I suggest you look for it. We did all 26 episodes and the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Sounds more like a game than an examination. Is it too easy?
You're not seeing the bigger picture. The real test is how they handle the ensuing chaos. Will they panic or maintain the level head of a pro who utilizes their quirk to make wise decisions?
We normally focused on individuals, not how well they work together.
This proposal came from the National Police Agency. They revised the exam criteria and the way we grant licenses.
People loved All Might not just for his strength, but for his personality. We must accept the fact that the number 2 hero is no replacement. It will be difficult to find someone so charismatic. We should fill the hole he has left with an army of heroes boasting a strong sense of unity and camaraderie.
That's true. In a job, you can have all the skill in the world, but if you're a piece of crap that can't work with anybody, you won't keep a job for very long.
Nope. Either that or if you're a contractor, you won't even... no one's going to call you anymore.
Yeah.
I'm my own boss. How's that job flow going?
Can you rescue people and fight at the same time? Not good.
Right by all those hurt kids and old people? That's so mean! We still have a lot of bystanders to rescue, but we can't just ignore the villains.
For the second test, everyone starts out with a certain number of points. They'll be judged on how many they lose. Students automatically fail the moment their total score falls below 50 points.
Get everyone to safety! Shindo, wait! Weren't expecting that.
Nice try.
Oh!
Dang, look at that. He's going all out.
I wonder.
Shindo! He could do whatever an orca can, even on land. That includes using an ultrasonic wave to paralyze his prey.
Oh!
Todoroki!
Todoroki, again, he's like a good all-around hero because crowd control with that, and plus attacks as well.
This wind.
I mean, obviously he was made to be
burn down UA.
Good timing. We can keep evacuating while the strong attackers hold them back.
But can they work together?
Of course you're here too. I just can't help but hate both of you.
Why don't you go help with the first aid station instead? Your corp would be good for that. I'll take care of him.
For real.
Where are they aiming?
Why'd you use your flames? The heat makes the air rise up.
Great.
You blocked me so you get all the glory. What? Why would I do something like that? Why wouldn't you? Hatred's in your blood. You are Endeavor's son. My old man's got nothing to do.
Like my cement gun? Good luck trying to move when that hardens up.
I can't believe you're arguing.
This has everything to do with your cold-blooded father.
Move it. You're in my way.
It was a shock to meet your father. Because the only thing I could see in his eyes was an insatiable anger aimed at the entire world.
Yeah, he's a fucking dickhead.
You're in the way. Your eyes were the same as his.
We're really doing this right now?
Don't be ridiculous. You're a fool. I'm nothing like him. He doesn't really know me.
Exactly.
He's like, get in line, kid.
No. There is still some hate inside me. Damn it. This is no good.
The villain in front of you, and you've done nothing.
You don't deserve the title, understand? Now move! Focus. Are you kidding me? No. You'll be incinerated.
Oh no. Woo!
Well, they
job,
both just
Midoriya.
made sure Midoriya is going to pass.
What are you two doing?
Midoriya.
You know it's bad when Midoriya starts cussing.
Exactly.
Even when I was a kid, I was fearless. It's so fast and cool. I dig these little bugs. I could find reasons to like just about anything. The minute I understood what a hero was, I knew what I was going to be when I grew up. Which is why I couldn't understand him. Endeavor, who had eyes that seemed to hate everything they saw. He was the only thing I couldn't stand. The most passionate training I could hope for is waiting for me. Making an ice path to move. That's smart. I really didn't like the look in his eyes. Then maybe I can become friends with him. And his eyes won't bother me anymore.
Yeah, he's clearly a good guy, at least.
Number 41 finishes first by a hair! You were amazing! I'm guessing you must be Endeavor's kid, am I right? That's so awesome!
Shut up. I
That's
just came here to pass a stupid test, that's all. I don't care if I beat you or not, so give it a rest.
Yeah, he used to be pretty unlikable.
Well,
in my
he
way.
name dropped his dad, so it probably was pretty triggering for him.
uh-oh. You press the Goku button.
Yep.
Hard to believe they're from top schools.
Probably end up failing.
He beat me at the recommendation exam. Why didn't I remember him? He's so loud and obnoxious.
It's because you were
I
overtaken by
wasn't
rage
really
at the
seeing
time.
him back then. I did everything I could to ignore who I am. Is that catching up to me? My past and my blood. I can't just bury them.
First, I'll stop the wind.
Hey!
You reap what you sow.
Ouch.
While the boss is at it, let's go destroy the evacuation shelter. He'll love that. Hell yeah.
Shit!
This dude's really getting into the playing lackeys role.
Dude, if they gave me a cement gun, I'd be like making sculptures all over that stupid place.
Hey, look, boss, I made a statue to you. I dedicated to you. Check it out.
Take care of this! Oh, Shindo! I thought you couldn't move because of his blast! Well, my extremities are still pretty numb, but I'll bounce back.
We competed with each other for no reason.
Exactly.
Our quirks aren't compatible, and we have zero teamwork.
The heat makes the air rise up!
Come on, work with me.
I'm so numb that I can't put much into my quirk. But I have to do this!
Okay.
Fire and wind will trap you! This won't make up for their foolishness earlier, but it's not a bad start. I have to admire their persistence.
Forget the wind! Stop the flame! Todoroki! He used both sides!
Oh, nice! Big ass wheel kick to the face.
I'll take this.
Oh, nice.
No, you don't.
Nice move. The injured have all been evacuated.
Very nice.
Looks like almost all of Huck has been rescued. They only have 3 people to get to safety before they're done. I'll be able to sleep soon.
Nice one, Asui.
Asui, Sue, when did you sneak over here?
I've been training my frog skills, and I finally reached a new level of control. Camouflage. That's my new special move.
Woo!
Sweet. Are you done with
Oh god! Oh god! It smells like Pantene Pro V.
But he has disgraced our school's name. There should be no enemies left!
That would be great. That would be great if you used like taglines. So he's like, "Because you're worth it." Oh.
But what would you do if your desperate trap was not enough? You must always be planning your next move.
Uh-oh.
So, what now?
No! Get away from those things!
Midoriya.
Yes.
How does he always do this?
He did it.
It may seem anticlimactic, but with this, the provisional licensing exam has officially been completed.
It's over?
After we tally the
Crack this
scores, we'll
bracer.
announce the results
Damn.
here in the arena.
That Tower of Flame was an inspired attack. And with Midoriya's surprise counter, once I had been weakened, we might have had a hard time if the test went on.
Between Huck and those of us at the Heroes Public Safety Commission, we had a twofold demerit system that we used to determine your total scores.
Oh.
In other
Crossing
words,
fingers.
we were evaluating you
All
based
of
on
them.
how few mistakes you made
I don't
in a
know.
crisis situation.
Midoriya! Midoriya!
Oh, you fucker! You fucker!
It's anime. What do you expect?
Of course.
I could strangle the.
I'm pretty confident.
I am confident too.
I'm pretty
Technically, if we
confident.
could read Japanese, we could just pause it and know for sure right now. But
Yeah, but.
wait, go back.
Oh god.
If it's written in kanji, I can't do it.
Names of those who passed are listed here in alphabetical order. Keep my words in mind as you search the screen for your name.
There's a lot of there's a lot of kanji on there.
It's too blurry and pixelated
Yeah.
to be able to tell. So
I feel like
Damn
their
it.
hero names would be written in katakana, but they're so small up there above their given names.
yeah, there's no way I could tell.
Where Deku is like very few letters, I'd say it's either one of these. Because I think that might be Sue, right? Or not Asui. No, she's known as Froppy. That's her hero name. Froppy.
yeah.
Whereas I don't know. God.
I apologize, but I do have to peace out for just a second.
Okay. Nick has got to take care of some business, but damn, that was. Let's see if there's a post credit. Let's see. Oh no, there's a post credit or a. Nope, preview of the next episode. Okay, so we didn't miss anything. Oh God. Okay, but Midoriya with that big old kick there on Orca.
Yep.
That was awesome. Again, dude. I mean, that's so. If Todoroki and what's his name?
Yoarashi.
Yoarashi. Yes, thank you. If they would have worked together, Dude, wind and fire go hand in hand, especially when they're working together.
Yeah, if
the two of them work together for their with the Todoroki's flame and his wind, dude, can you imagine the power, like the pure unbridled power? But when they were working against each other and going in opposite directions, I mean, I think that might be what cost Todoroki the exam.
Well, certainly, I mean,
because other than that, he performed flawlessly. He rescued, he did everything that was expected of him, but when it came to working together, failed. Which, damn.
Well, I think the whole point of that was to kind of show that he spent so much time hung up on his dad to the point that it actually affected his hero training.
Yeah. And then, of course, Bakugo. I worry about Bakugo, too, not making it because his people skills are just terrible. And plus, he didn't get a chance to intervene with Gang Orca because he wasn't around the injured. And the villains knew that in order to affect the exam as much as possible, they would have to attack the injured, the people who are being evacuated. And gosh, dude, there's just so much stuff that could affect the exams, and it's looking like Bakugo and Todoroki are not going to make it. The two of the most, if not the two most powerful in Class 1A. Whereas everyone else, I mean, Ida, Uraraka, Asui, everybody. Yaoyorozu, I mean, they've performed amazingly.
That's the biggest part of it is visibility, because it's not like they're fighting bad guys 24/7. The majority of their time, they're just making people feel safe because they can see them and interact with them.
Yes.
When they're out doing whatever,
Yeah, and go ahead.
Kind of have a bad feeling. I don't know if you guys have discussed this yet, but they were talking about how they have 100 points. Anybody who drops below 50 doesn't pass. And there are multiple reasons they could use to basically disqualify anyone they just didn't want to have a pass, basically.
Yeah.
Midoriya might be pretty safe because he at least demonstrated one thing at a time, in terms of doing different stuff, but they kind of said heroes have to be able to multitask.
And he did.
And well, if you think about it, who really multitasked at all? Everyone just kind of took their own roles on to do at a time, one thing at a time. Basically, you go save these guys, I'll fight that guy.
Well,
nobody was really hold off that guy, save this guy, truly multitasking.
But that's
I don't know what they'll actually decide based off of it. I have sort of a bad feeling that there's going to be a lot less people passing than we would like.
Well, I
don't know.
I think it will be. I think it will be effectively. I think Midoriya is going to pass because number one, he not only participated in the rescue, he also participated in holding off the villains and also holding off the main villain, Gang Orca. And I think that effectively is what's going. I think that's what they mean by multitasking. You assess the situation and you go where you're the most effective. I think that's what they mean by that. Because where everyone else was already being evacuated, he participated in the evacuation when the villains came in. But then when Yo went down, he knew he had to help Yo out because of the fire attack that was coming at him, and he did. And Yo and Midoriya worked together to take out Gang Orca's henchmen, along with the rest of Class 1A. And then, of course, as well, when Gang Orca was about to attack Todoroki and Yoarashi, yes. That's when Midoriya was just like, no, you don't. And then he took the initiative to fight Gang Orca then to try, and I guess, if anything, he was going to hold off Gang Orca while those two got rescued. Because knowing Midoriya, he would not go into a situation like that if he knew he wouldn't be able to get away, because he's faster than Gang Orca. Gang Orca's a tank, pretty much. He's fast, but Midoriya under full cowling is really fast.
Well, we don't really know how fast Gang Orca is because he's wearing those teacher weights.
Exactly.
Too.
Exactly, and that's the other thing too. He had the restrictors on. In which, if that's the case, then who knows? Who knows what effectively would have happened if he didn't have restraints on. But as it is, I think the ones who are going, I think Todoroki is going to fail. I think Yorashi is going to fail. And I think Bakugo might fail too.
Yeah,
because
it depends. Because I kind of feel like he intimidated his rescuees into possibly not deducting points.
That's
maybe. Although they did, the first people he came across were just like, point deduction, and he's like, what the hell did you say?
Yeah, and they were like, ah! So I think they're just maybe like, well, never mind then.
Yeah. I think his effectiveness is good, but his people skills need work. If anything, he will barely pass. Whereas I think everyone else was very effective. Momo,
Dude, if they were grading
and
people
all of them.
entirely like heavily off of just not having good people skills, Endeavor wouldn't be the number 2 hero.
Well,
the test was different when he took it, though.
Yeah, the test was a lot more open back then. They were wanting more heroes,
because they said they were focusing more on their teamwork skills this time around than just their innate individual abilities.
Yeah, because if you think about it, way back when, if the standard is All Might, you would want to test every other hero the same way that would make them measure up to All Might. Whereas nowadays, teamwork is now more important than ever.
Because they did say we're the number 2 heroes, clearly not fit to take his place. So,
Yeah.
They
Plus,
acknowledge he's a dickhead.
I mean, when Endeavor was younger, he may not have been as mean. I mean,
he probably grew more cold because over time, I mean, when you're number 2 and it's impossible for you to catch up to number 1, I mean, and you have that mindset that you have to be number 1, you have to be the best,
Well, I mean, I could easily see where like Endeavor is a little bit older than All Might, so All Might surpassed him, later on after they became pros, and that's when he became.
Actually, I think they have the ages because I know All Might.
Just to be the way that he was, like, I feel like you kind of have to be a piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing.
I don't
with
think just events around you make you that big of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
There he
well,
is.
and that's the thing. It's all self-centeredness because it's like instead of just sitting there pouting in All Might's shadow, he could just be a good person and do what he can.
How old is he? Okay, he's 46. He's actually a little bit younger than All Might.
Okay. Well,
All
I mean,
Might's
I don't know.
48.
Okay.
All Might is 48. But yeah, they're both around the same age. I think he came up the class after All Might.
Yeah.
And I think both of them, are. I think you could actually see that as sort of like a golden age because you have All Might, the number 1 hero, then you have Endeavor, the unyielding justice, jurisprudence. Jurisprudence. I mean, whereas All Might is that comforting figure who's charismatic, is impossibly powerful, and he's
kind of like
no weaknesses.
Pugilist Santa Claus.
He is. He is. Whereas Endeavor is sort of like the Judge character from the third personality of Harvey Dent, the Judge, except on the side of good instead of bad. He endeavors to do good, but I'd say on the flow chart he's lawful. He's more lawful evil, whereas All Might is like pure good, like pure good down here. Endeavor would be on the opposite spectrum pretty much.
I think he's going to end up stripped of his hero license at some point.
Maybe if he fucks up enough, I don't doubt it.
Now that they're realizing that they need really good, like basically a force, like I said, of really good heroes that are going to have good personalities and represent like the qualities they're looking for, like the All Might set a standard for. At some point, somebody's going to realize, oh, like you basically had an arranged marriage to your wife, who you basically like essentially raped until she gave you the child that you wanted. That was a perfect split of your powers, and you abused her physically as well as many of your children. Like, yeah, I don't think you deserve a hero license.
Exactly. So I guess we'll have to see how that turns out. But for now, everybody, I think that's going to do it. This was My Hero Academia. What's the big idea? And hopefully you all enjoyed that. And hopefully we will see you all in the next one. So until then, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
And we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.